Hey everyone, welcome to the show. Have you ever felt like those expectations, societal expectations, are just like a straitjacket, especially when it comes to love?
Oh,
It can
absolutely.
be so stifling.
Yeah.
But imagine navigating that pressure, but then add on top of it like a centuries-old conspiracy.
Wow.
That's the world we're diving into today.
Okay.
It's a historical fantasy that takes Jane Austen's brilliance and adds a dash of magic and danger.
I love that.
So if you're an Austen fan, but with a twist, you're going to love this deep dive.
I'm excited.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the books you love.
All right.
We are cracking open A Mutual Accord by Caroline Cartier.
Okay.
The link is down in the description if you want to grab a copy.
Perfect.
This isn't just your typical romance.
Okay.
It really grapples with family loyalty, societal pressures, and then also the secrets of the past,
Right.
all while keeping you on the edge of your seat.
Sounds good.
It's fascinating how Cartier takes that world of Austen that we all know and love and just injects this element of the unknown.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes you wonder, like if we encountered something truly extraordinary,
Mm-hmm.
how would that challenge our own perceptions and judgments?
That's so true.
Okay, so let's meet the players in this intriguing game.
Okay.
We have Elizabeth Bennet,
Of course.
as sharp and independent as ever,
As always.
but now facing challenges that go beyond finding a suitable husband.
Ooh, interesting.
Then there's Mr. Darcy, battling his pride, as per usual,
Right.
but also trying to protect his country from a hidden threat.
Okay.
And then we have the wild card,
Who's that?
the Count of St. Germain.
Oh, I love him.
I know. The Count is such a brilliant addition.
He is.
He really embodies this whole mystique of immortality,
Yes.
which was actually a popular fascination in the 1800s.
Yeah.
Cartier doesn't fall into the typical vampire
Right.
or time traveler tropes.
Yeah.
Like she grounds his character in alchemy and historical connections.
That's interesting.
It makes him feel both real and otherworldly.
That's cool.
It's like, what if those historical figures that we read about,
Right.
that people whispered about, were more than just legends?
Hmm?
What if they were walking among us, just shaping events
Wow.
from the shadows?
That's a great question.
And she weaves him seamlessly into the narrative.
Okay.
So we start off
Yeah.
with that classic Austen setup.
Okay.
We've got Bingley arriving.
Mm-hmm.
Jane falls ill, of course.
It's inevitable.
Mrs. Bennet is in full
Oh, yes.
matchmaking mode.
Matchmaking mode. Activate.
And Elizabeth is just trying to support her sister
Yeah.
amongst all this chaos.
Right.
So it feels familiar.
Yeah.
But there's this underlying tension,
Okay.
this sense that something bigger is brewing beneath the surface.
I like that.
And that's where Wickham enters the picture.
Oh, Wickham.
Now, he's not just a charming rogue in this story.
Okay.
He is the catalyst for both the romantic conflict
Uh-huh.
and the larger conspiracy that threatens England. This is where Cartier cleverly plays with our expectations
Oh, how so?
of charming rogues.
Oh, okay.
She makes us, the reader, complicit in Elizabeth's initial misjudgment of Wickham,
Okay.
which really mirrors how societal biases
Right.
can cloud our judgment.
Very clever.
It's so smart.
Yeah.
It's such a smart way to highlight how appearances can be deceiving,
Uh-huh.
which is a recurring theme in Austen's work.
Yeah.
But here, the stakes are even higher,
How so?
because Wickham's deceit could have devastating consequences, not just for the Bennet family,
Right.
but for the entire nation.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, and as Elizabeth and Darcy's relationship evolves,
Yes.
from dislike to begrudging respect,
Okay.
we see them both grappling with these issues of trust
Yeah.
and perception.
Makes sense.
It's almost as if their personal journey mirrors the larger conflict facing England,
Mm-hmm.
uncovering the truth hidden beneath those layers of deception.
Interesting.
And then just when we're settled
Yeah.
into this Austenian world of social maneuvering and romantic tension,
Uh-huh.
Cartier drops the historical fantasy bomb.
What?
The Count of St. Germain appears,
Nowhere.
claiming to have known Lady Catherine decades earlier,
What?
while appearing exactly the same age.
How is that possible?
I know. And he even has this mysterious elixir that affects Lady Catherine's health,
Oh, wow.
which sparks all sorts of reactions
Yeah.
from those around them.
Yeah, of course.
So imagine being a person in the 19th century.
Okay.
Sickness is
Yeah.
often a death sentence.
Right.
Then this mysterious count arrives with a potion promising health.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be hopeful? Would you be terrified?
I don't know.
Right?
Yeah.
Cartier taps into that primal fear of the unknown
Right.
and makes the elixir
Yeah.
a symbol of both our deepest desires and our anxieties.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like a tangible representation of the book's themes,
Okay.
that clash between the known and the unknown,
Uh-huh.
the allure of the extraordinary, and the potential consequences
Right.
of tampering with forces beyond our understanding.
Oh, that's good.
And this sets the stage for the conspiracy to unfold.
Okay.
We discover Wickham is entangled in a plot against England,
Oh, no.
possibly involving disgruntled nobles, and even whispers of a French invasion.
Oh, my goodness.
And those Martello Towers,
Yes.
those coastal defenses meant to protect England,
Right.
become a focal point.
Okay.
And Cartier uses them to symbolize the nation's vulnerability,
Uh-huh.
reflecting the very real anxieties of the time.
Right.
It's like she's saying that even the strongest walls
Yes.
can crumble if we're not vigilant against those who seek to exploit our weaknesses.
It's true.
And this vulnerability extends beyond national security
Okay.
to the personal lives of our characters,
Yeah.
particularly Darcy,
Okay.
who gets caught in the crosshairs of this conspiracy.
Oh, no.
His disappearance is a turning point in the story.
Okay.
It pushes Elizabeth
Right.
beyond the confines of her social world
Yeah.
and forces her to confront a danger that threatens everything she holds dear.
Wow. Okay.
And she rises to the challenge.
Good for her.
Elizabeth becomes an active player in the fight.
Okay.
She's seeking clues, piecing together the puzzle of the conspiracy,
Wow.
ultimately risking her own safety to uncover the truth and protect those she loves.
She's so brave.
It's a remarkable transformation.
It is.
We see her intelligence and her resourcefulness,
Yeah.
which are traits that were always present
Right.
in Austen's version,
Mm-hmm.
but now they're applied to a situation with much higher stakes.
I see.
And it really highlights her agency.
Uh-huh.
She's not just reacting to events.
Yeah.
She is shaping them,
Wow.
becoming a force to be reckoned with, even in a world dominated by men.
That's fantastic.
I know. It's empowering, right?
It is.
And it really adds a layer of complexity to her relationship with Darcy.
Okay.
They're no longer just navigating social expectations.
Yeah.
They're fighting side by side
Mm-hmm.
against a common enemy,
Right.
which forces them to see each other in a new light.
Interesting.
And this brings us
Yes.
to the heart-stopping climax of this first part.
Okay.
We have the attack on Bourne House,
Oh, no.
the French landing on the Eastbourne coast,
No.
a full-blown battle,
Oh, my goodness.
Darcy's imprisonment.
No.
It's like Pride and Prejudice meets like Mission Impossible.
Wow.
And the action sequences
Yeah.
are so skillfully woven into the narrative,
Okay.
they heighten the tension
Mm-hmm.
and they underscore the gravity of the situation.
Right.
So it's not just a battle for England's survival,
It's not.
it's a battle for the soul of these characters that we've come to care about.
Wow.
And then, amidst all this chaos, we get the dramatic reveal of the Count of St. Germain's true nature.
Oh.
So he has this centuries-old connection
Mm-hmm.
to a key historical figure,
Okay.
which really deepens the mystery surrounding his motives
Mm.
and makes us question everything we thought we knew about him.
Right.
So Cartier really expertly keeps the Count's true allegiance ambiguous,
Yeah.
which forces us to consider
Yeah.
whether he's a benevolent force
Mm-hmm.
or a master manipulator playing a dangerous game.
Oh, wow. I like that.
It's like she's saying that history itself
Yes.
is this tapestry
Uh-huh.
woven with threads of light and shadow.
Okay.
And it's up to us to discern the patterns and make sense of the larger picture.
I like that.
And that is what makes this story so compelling.
Yes.
It's not just a reimagining of a beloved classic.
It's not.
It's an exploration of human nature,
Yeah.
societal expectations, and the enduring struggle between the forces of order and chaos,
That's deep.
all set against the backdrop of a historical moment, ripe with beauty and danger.
I'm hooked.
And this is just the beginning.
What?
Stay tuned for part 2,
Okay.
where we delve deeper into the aftermath of the invasion,
Right.
the unraveling of the conspiracy,
Can't wait.
and the complex relationships that bind these characters together.
Oh, I'm so excited. What's really intriguing is that even after the French are repelled,
Yeah.
Cartier doesn't let that tension drop.
Right.
The conspiracy isn't just about an invasion.
Yeah.
It's woven into the very fabric of society,
Right.
with whispers and hidden agendas lingering long after the smoke clears.
It's like a ripple effect.
Exactly.
The characters are dealing with the aftermath of this traumatic event
Yeah.
while also trying to piece together their lives
Right.
amidst the ruins of their expectations.
Absolutely. And amidst all the political intrigue and danger,
Mm-hmm.
Cartier cleverly interweaves these everyday moments
Right.
that ground the story in the realities of the time.
Yeah.
Remember that scene where the Bennet sisters are shopping for Mary's wedding bonnet?
Oh, I love that scene.
It's so...
It's such a simple, relatable moment.
It is.
But it speaks volumes about the sisters' bond
Yeah.
and their resilience. They're pooling their resources to make sure Mary feels special,
Yes.
even though the world around them feels like it's falling apart.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful testament to the enduring power of family
Yeah.
and the importance of finding joy in the midst of hardship.
And speaking of family,
Yeah.
it's interesting to see how even a character like Mrs. Bennet,
Right.
who can be so focused on social status
Yeah.
and advantageous marriages,
Mm.
undergoes this subtle transformation
Yeah.
after the near heartbreak with Bingley.
I noticed that too.
Yeah, she becomes less obsessed with matchmaking
Right.
and more attuned to her daughter's individual needs and desires.
It's like the threat to her daughter's happiness awakened a deeper understanding in her.
Yeah, and she even encourages them to learn practical skills,
Oh, wow.
like cooking and managing a household,
Okay.
recognizing that there's more to life than just securing a wealthy husband.
It's a subtle shift,
Yeah.
but it really challenges that stereotypical portrayal of Mrs. Bennet.
Right.
As a frivolous and superficial woman,
Right.
Cartier gives her depth and allows for growth, which
Yeah.
is something I really appreciate.
Now, remember how the Count of Saint Germain vanished
Oh, yeah.
after that battle,
Yes.
leaving us all wondering about his motives?
Yeah, what's he up to?
He makes a reappearance,
He does.
looking as ageless as ever,
Okay.
and he drops some major bombshells.
Like what?
He's been secretly aiding Colonel Fitzwilliam
What?
in uncovering the conspiracy all along.
No way.
It turns out he's been playing both sides,
Oh, my goodness.
feeding information to Richard
Mm.
while appearing to be aligned with the enemy.
Talk about a master manipulator.
I know, right?
Wow.
It makes you wonder how much he truly knows.
Right.
And what his end game is.
Yeah?
Is he genuinely trying to protect England?
Yeah.
Or are his actions motivated by something more personal,
Right.
perhaps even selfish?
It's the million-dollar question.
It is.
And the fact that Cartier keeps his motives shrouded in ambiguity just adds to his enigmatic nature.
And then there's the revelation about Madame de Berry.
Oh, tell me.
So she's been hiding in England this whole time.
What?
And the Count helps her escape when the situation becomes too dangerous.
I love how Cartier weaves in these real historical figures.
I know, me too.
Madame du Barry was a fascinating
She was.
and controversial woman.
Yep.
The last mistress of King Louis XI.
Right.
Her presence in the story adds another layer of intrigue
The guys.
and raises all these questions about power, exile, and the echoes of past revolutions.
It's like she's reminding us that history is never truly in the past.
Oh, that's good.
It's always shaping the present.
Yes.
And the choices that we make today
Mhm.
can have repercussions far into the future.
Exactly. And it also highlights the Count's extensive network of influence.
Oh.
He seems to know everyone,
He does.
have access to secrets that span centuries,
It's true.
and be able to move through society
Yeah.
with an ease that borders on the supernatural.
It makes you wonder if he's not just a witness to history,
Right.
but an active participant,
Mm-hmm.
shaping events to suit his own mysterious purposes.
And let's not forget that little detail about his connection to Mozart.
Oh, yes.
Apparently, he even helped Mary Bennet
I know.
improve her piano playing.
It's such a curious detail.
It is.
On the one hand, it shows a more human side to the Count,
Yeah.
like suggesting that he appreciates beauty and artistic talent.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand,
Yeah.
it makes you wonder what else he's capable of.
Right.
If he can influence someone's musical ability,
Yeah.
what other powers does he possess?
It's a brilliant way to blur the lines between good and evil. The Count's actions can be both helpful and manipulative,
It's true.
selfless and self-serving.
Right.
He embodies the complexities of human nature,
Yeah.
refusing to be neatly categorized
Right.
as a hero or a villain.
And as the characters grapple with the aftermath of the invasion, Eastbourne itself becomes the symbol of both the devastation
Right.
and the resilience of the human spirit.
Cartier doesn't shy away from depicting the consequences of war.
No, she doesn't.
We see the emotional toll it
Yeah.
takes on the characters,
Mm-hmm.
the physical damage to the town,
Yes.
and the long road to recovery.
But even amidst the ruins,
Right.
there's this determination
Yeah.
to rebuild, to find a way forward,
Mm-hmm.
to create something beautiful out of the ashes.
And the triple wedding,
Oh, yes.
which takes place despite the lingering unease
Right.
and the challenges ahead, becomes a powerful symbol of hope.
Yeah.
It's a celebration of love,
Yes.
resilience, and the enduring power of human connection.
And that's where we see Cartier's genius.
Yeah.
She doesn't offer easy answers
She doesn't.
or simplistic resolutions.
No.
She acknowledges the complexities of life,
Yeah.
the shadows that lurk, even in the brightest moments,
Right.
and the constant struggle
Yeah.
to find balance and meaning amidst the chaos.
And speaking of shadows,
Yes.
let's not forget about that incredible emerald necklace
Oh, my goodness.
that the Count gifts to Elizabeth and Darcy.
Right.
It supposedly belonged to Cleopatra.
I know.
It's such an extravagant
It is.
and historically significant gift,
Yeah.
suggesting that the Count operates on a grand scale
Right.
and possesses knowledge that transcends time.
I couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to it than met the eye.
Really?
It felt like a symbol,
Okay.
perhaps even a warning,
Ooh.
that their connection to the Count is far from over.
You're picking up on something very important there.
Okay.
Cartier cleverly uses these symbolic objects
Yeah.
to hint at deeper meanings
Right.
and foreshadow events to come.
And even as the couples embark on their new lives,
Yes.
carrying with them the lessons learned from the tumultuous events of the past few months,
Yeah.
there are hints of unresolved issues.
Like what?
Remember William Bennett's confession to Mary about his insecurities regarding her newfound piano skills?
It's a small detail,
It is.
but it speaks volumes about the ongoing challenges of relationships,
Yes.
even within seemingly happy endings.
It's like a reminder that love isn't a destination.
Right.
It's a journey.
Exactly.
And even the most compatible couples
Yeah.
will face obstacles, insecurities along the way.
And then just when we think the story is wrapping up,
Yeah.
we get that fast forward to 1826.
Yes.
Eastbourne has rebuilt.
Uh-huh.
There's a sense of peace and prosperity.
Yeah.
And Tom Tyler,
Right.
the young man who played such a crucial role
Yes.
in exposing the conspiracy, has become a successful lawyer.
Yeah.
And is even opening a new school.
It's a beautiful testament to the power of redemption
Good.
and social mobility.
Yeah.
Tom's journey represents the potential for positive change, even in the aftermath of tragedy.
But just when you think everything is neatly tied up, guess who makes another surprise appearance? The Count St. Germain.
Oh, my goodness.
He arrives in Eastbourne,
He does.
looking as young as ever,
Of course.
claiming to be there to congratulate Tom.
It's almost as if he can't resist the temptation
I know, right?
to insert himself into key moments of history,
Yeah.
to observe the consequences of his actions, or perhaps even to nudge events in a certain direction.
His reappearance really reinforces the idea that he's a constant presence,
Right.
a force that transcends time and mortality.
And he leaves us with another cryptic comment, doesn't he?
He does.
Something about perfection being a reflection of the infinite.
That line is pure Cartier,
It is.
blending philosophical musings with the fantastical,
Yeah.
leaving us with more questions than answers.
Of course.
It invites us to ponder the nature of existence,
Right.
the interplay between the finite and the infinite, and the possibility that there are forces at work in the universe
Yes.
that we may never fully comprehend.
It's like she's saying that the story doesn't end with the final page. It
Exactly.
continues in our imaginations,
Yes.
prompting us to reflect on the themes,
Uh-huh.
the characters, and the unanswered questions
Right.
that linger long after we close the book. It's like she's inviting us to look beyond just the surface,
Yeah.
to question those assumptions,
Right.
and to embrace the mystery that surrounds us.
I love that.
And that's what makes a mutual accord such a rewarding experience.
Yeah.
It's not just a captivating story, it's a journey of discovery.
It is.
It's a chance to explore those intersections of history, fantasy, and the human condition.
Absolutely.
So as we wrap up our deep dive,
Yes.
I'm curious, what resonated most with you?
That's a great question.
Was it the intricate plot twists, the exploration of family dynamics amidst chaos, or the enigmatic presence of the Count of St. Germain?
You know, for me,
Yeah.
it was the way that Cartier seamlessly blends the familiar with the extraordinary.
Right.
She takes these beloved Austenian characters and puts them in situations that challenge their beliefs and force them to confront the unknown.
Yeah.
It's like she's saying that even in a world bound by social conventions, there's always room for magic and wonder.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
It's that juxtaposition that makes this story so compelling.
Right.
We see Elizabeth, who is so grounded in reason and observation,
Yeah.
grapple with the implications of the Count's existence and the possibility that there are forces at play beyond our understanding.
And it's not just the fantastical elements that make this book so thought-provoking.
Right.
Cartier also delves into those complexities of social dynamics, the enduring power of family, and the challenges of navigating love and relationships in a world where appearances can be deceiving.
She doesn't shy away from the darker aspects of human nature either.
No, she doesn't.
We really see greed, betrayal, and the consequences of unchecked ambition play out against the backdrop of this grand conspiracy.
But amidst the darkness, there's also a profound sense of hope and resilience. The characters choose love over fear,
Right.
forgiveness over resentment,
Yeah.
and ultimately strive to create a better future for themselves and their community.
And that's the message that stays with me long after I finish the book.
Yeah.
That even in a world where uncertainty and danger loom, the human spirit has this incredible capacity for growth, transformation, and connection.
I love that.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener?
Yeah, what do you think?
What if the Count of St. Germain isn't just a fictional character?
Right.
What if there are forces at play in our own lives that we can't fully grasp, shaping events in ways we may never fully understand?
It makes you think, huh?
It's a thought-provoking question.
Yeah.
And I think that's the beauty of a book like A Mutual Accord. It really invites us to question our assumptions,
Yes.
to embrace the mysteries that surround us,
Right.
and to consider the possibility that there's more to the world than meets the eye.
I think so too.
We'd love to hear your thoughts on this.
Yep.
What resonated most with you about A Mutual Accord?
Yeah.
Did it make you question anything about the world around you?
Right.
Share your favorite moments and insights in the comments below.
Yes, please.
And let's keep the conversation going.
Absolutely.
And if you enjoyed this deep dive,
Yeah.
don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends.
Do it.
Until next time,
Yeah.
happy reading.